Hey guys, it's Wendy, aka Kitty Street, and today I'm doing a Kroger grocery store haul, a little short one to let you know some items that I picked up that I'm very happy to share with you. I had met up with some friends and I asked them where they got some of the things they were talking about, and they said Kroger, and I said, wait, I haven't been to Kroger in a minute. So guys, if you don't know, Kroger has different specials. They do little items, things like 10 for 10. They have coupons that they mail out if you're signed up with them. You also can get the little Kroger card that gives you all the discounts throughout the store. Kroger is really good for bargain shopping, and they have a lot of items that I've been looking for that I can't find out like at the Dollar Tree or even at Walmart. And so with that said, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please consider it. And I always thank you in advance for liking, sharing, and please comment. I'm loving them. With that said, let's get right on into this video. So the first item I want to show you is this Breyers Carb Smart Ice Cream. Guys, this is wonderful. If you like ice cream and you're trying to watch your carb count, somebody told me about this this is one of the items that they were telling me, I'm like, what? You can buy ice cream and have ice cream that tastes like ice cream. It's by Breyers, which is a name brand. It's Carb Smart. It breaks it down here, 110 calories, 5 net carbs, 4 fibers, and 3 sugars. Now, I'm not saying this is the best thing, but when you want some ice cream and you don't want all the sugars and you're trying to watch your carb count, this is the way to go. Now, it is not cheap. This was almost $5. It was $4.98. It is 1.5 quarts. I got the chocolate one. Because I wanted to make sure I liked it before I picked up the other ones. They had cookies and cream. They had the vanilla. And I want to say they had the butter pecan, but it was another flavor. But for the price of it, I'm like, let me try this first to see if I'm going to like it before I spend almost $5 for some ice cream, a carton ice cream, which I know that's what most of them cost if you don't get the off-brand or you have a coupon. But guys, they have Carb Smart ice cream, and it is delicious. I'm gonna be getting some more of that. Another item, this is what I really went there for, is, guys, this Willy Wonka. It's basically International Delight, but it's 0 sugar Willy Wonka Fudgy caramel whipping. It's like whipping cream, I guess, coffee creamer. It's like my heavy whipping cream that I put in my. I buy the heavy whipping cream to put in my coffee. But when someone said, "Oh, you need to try the Willy Wonka brand," and I'm like, Willy Wonka. So I had to run out, and I found this right here, 0 sugar. Oh my goodness. It is delicious. It smells, it smells just like caramel. It's so delicious. I can't even believe it. Even if you know anything about Willy Wonka, it's got even a little golden ticket. I didn't even read that. Find your golden ticket. I'll have to check that out. But yes, it is 0 carbs, 0 sugars. I'm sorry. It's 1 carb. It's actually a negative carb, if you can see that there. I don't know if I can zoom into it. It's not probably gonna pick it up, but it does have a little bit of carbs, but it has 0 sugars, and it's just as well as the regular heavy whipping cream that I use that has no flavor to it. And I will be trying this out very soon. But yeah, the Willy Wonka brand. Now this was this was like a little pricey too. It was like $2.97, but this will last me forever. You just put a little splash in your coffee. International Delight. They do have other 0 sugar flavors, but this one I really wanted because I wanted that fudgy, creamy caramel. And Willy Wonka, name brand, International Delights. I thought this was cool. Willy Wonka is one of my favorite movies out there. Picked up a half a gallon of orange juice, the Kroger brand. I just picked this up because I had been kind of telling my son, I'll get you some orange juice, but orange juice is expensive. So I told you I will go ahead and pick you up the Kroger brand one. And this was still $2. It was like $2.27. And I said, well, that's a lot cheaper than the name brand ones that are like $4 and $5 for the same amount. And I'm like, I just can't do it. So this is the pulp free, because he just likes he don't like the pulp in it. 100% orange juice from concentrate. No big deal. It is a half a gallon. I just picked that up because he requested it. He also wanted me to pick pick up a little thing of peanut butter. I like the Jif brand. I picked up that all the time, extra crunchy, and it was on sale for $1.94, and I don't know if that's actually a good deal because I usually get my peanut butter from Aldi, or sometimes I will get it at Walmart. But this is a brand that I always love the taste of it. It stays really fresh, extra crunchy. It has 7 proteins, 16-ounce little jar. Picked up some of those. I also am doing baking now, and I had the need to get some maple flavoring. And this is the McCormick, and it actually was not that bad. It was $2.99. And I was really debating on it, but I had a coupon because it was a little bit more, but it was $2.99 after the coupon was said and done. And this is maple extract, 2 fluid ounces. This will last me 100 years. I only have used this. I usually use it mostly in the fall and going into the winter, but I had wanting to do some things with some pecans, and I needed some maple flavoring, and I said, oh, I'm gonna go find this, and it was, right there. Like I said, this will last me a long time. It even tells you different things if I wanna use it for cookies, pancakes, cupcakes, muffins, all kinds of things. Yeah, I got the maple extract, McCormick, and it was a pretty good deal, I think. Now, this one here was a little bit more pricey. It's the Watkins brand caramel flavor extract. This is non-GMO, 2 fluid ounces. This was $4. It was $4.29 to be exact. Now, this will last me a long time, but I've been having more and more desserts and things I'm doing on my kind of lower carb recipes that I'm having. It even has a thing here for caramel popcorn, if you can see that right there. But yeah, I needed to have something that gave me a little bit of a sweet flavor that didn't give me all the calories and the sugars. So I'm trying to flavor my food with these extracts in the recipes, and I had like 4 of them picked out, and every single one of them said, get you some caramel extract, and I'm like, I don't have any. So I did pay quite a bit for this, but this is that Watkins brand. It's, on the pricier side, but like I said, these things will last me for a pretty good bit. So I was, okay with that, because if it's going to help me cut out a lot of sweets and sugary stuff, I'm good with it. Okay, I picked up this Knox Gelatin because I've been, wanting to do more cooking and doing more recipes. And you can do cheesecake, but basically this is a gelatin, unflavored. It has 5 calories. This right here is what I was getting it for, the 0 carbs. You can make all kind of recipes. If you like the Jell-O, they have a cheesecake recipe, all that you can make with this gelatin. Now, I have never cooked with gelatin, but a lot of the recipes that I'm calling for are asking for a gelatin packet, and this has 4 envelopes. I just saw that. It goes until October of 2023, Knox, and it's just basically something I'm going to try out some recipes with, and I hope it works out. This was $2.12. That was an odd kind of pricing, but yeah, $2.12, and it was a pretty good deal. I'm thinking I don't buy it a lot, but I needed it, so it was there. Guys, another thing that I just was blown away with is I found this sugar-free preserves with fiber. It's Polanero. It's P-O-L-A-N-E-R. I'm sure I'm messing up. Polanero. I don't even know what it is, but it is delicious, and it is sugar-free. It does have 5 carbs, but you only use a little spoonful of this when you're eating. I do anyway, so I can deal with the carbs, but the carbs actually are knocked out because they have a lot of fiber in it, 3 fibers, but it has no sugar. It is sugar-free. So when you're cutting out on sugars and you need just a little flavoring, this is strawberry preserves. Now, this was kind of pricey. It was $3.88. I would never, ever pay that for a regular thing of jellies or preservatives. Matter of fact, I get most of them from like the Dollar Tree or Aldi. But this right here, you have to pay for the sugar-free with the fiber. And right now I'm, trying my best to get off the sugars that I've been on. I've been doing too much of it. So yeah, they have sugar-free sugar-free strawberry preserves, and it's Polanero. I'm sure I'm messing that up. But yeah, this is a 13.5 ounce jar, and it goes to, where did I see I saw the expiration. It's right there on the top. It goes until September 21st of 2022. I don't know if you can even see that, but yeah, this will be a winter chicken dinner item for me. Then I have been wanting to make some tuna fish but I always used to put the sweet relish in it. Look what I found. I found the Mount Olive sweet relish, no sugar added. So I wanted it, you know, I didn't want it to be the soury, pickly taste. I wanted it to be the sweet relish taste. So I wanted to make sure it has 0 carbs, 0 sugar. And I am going to be doing some recipes with a tuna fish soon. And I always used to use that relish. And the relish does have a lot of sugar in it. So this right here, someone told me, hey, you need to try this. It is sweet tasting. It says it's, you know, got the Splenda in it, so it's going to be a sweet flavor. I'm trying to get away from the sugary substitutes as well. I normally use the stevia because I just seem like that's like the more organic one, but this one is the Splenda. I'm okay with that for, you know, as much as I put in tuna. But yeah, they had the Mount Olive sweet relish, sugar-free. I'm blown away. Now, this was another pricey thing. It was $3.98. And like I said, I don't normally would pay that. I would get it from Aldi. It's usually like less than $1.50. But because it's got the sugar-free, you got to pay for that, I guess. And, you know, if you're going to cut out a lot of sugar, it's a winner chicken dinner, right? Okay, a few frozen things, so I got to put them back in the freezer real quick. I picked up some collard greens because I've been wanting some. Now, I would love to say that I could pick out some and wash them and boil them on the stove naturally, but I'm not doing all that for a single person. I'm the only one in the house that eats them other than my mother. This is that Pick Sweet Farms chopped collard greens, Southern Classics. It's 35 calories. 14 ounces. When does it expire? It goes until May 31st of 2023. This was $1.98. I just have been wanting some collard greens and with some of the little hot peppers that I have and some hot sauce. And I'm going to be cooking these up because I just think that would be delicious. And on that note, I also picked up this Pick Sweet huge bag, Pick Sweet Farms, 100% grown on American soil, which was great. Sliced yellow squash. Now, I always love my fresh squash, but it is starting to become ridiculous that even at Aldi, the prices they have on the squash. Now, this was $2.99, but it's already pre-sliced. If I don't eat the squash, and if I get zucchini, because I usually mix them together and make a recipe, saute them together, they rot. So I picked this up and I said, I'm going to pick this up frozen and I'm going to separate it because I'll probably make about 3, maybe even 4 sides on this as far as my meals go, because they can go back into the freezer. They're already pre-froze. And yeah, they're sliced yellow squash, 15 calories. And this right here is a 28-ounce bag. Yeah, huge. And I'm just telling you, when I saw this, I said, I have been wasting so much stuff that they spoil before I could eat it because I'm just eating other things. And I said, I'm going to try to be better. And this was I had not even actually ever seen these before, so I thought this was great. I almost picked up the one with the flat green beans, but I have so many green beans in the freezer with that and in the cans. I said, let me eat some of those first, but I will be buying them after I get some room in my freezer. But yeah, this one was, I forgot what I said what the price was. Oh, $2.99. I think that's what it was, $2.99. Which I think, you know, is kind of a lot. But if I know I can freeze it, it's not going to spoil or rot before I can eat it. It's worth its weight in gold. I can't tell you how many squash I have bought in the last couple of weeks. And, well, I mean, excuse me, the last couple of months. And they just have gone bad before I could eat them. And it makes me sad because I spent all that money. All right, one last frozen item is this Bird's Eye cauliflower mashed potatoes. Now, not everybody is going to like these. Some people, you know, it's an acquired taste. But if you put some sour cream in this and some cheddar cheese, or even, you know, just some regular, you know, I use the butter, the whipped butter with sea salt. This is divine. And then sometimes I will put some chives on there if I have them on hand. But this right here is a 12-ounce package. It's 6 carbs. That ice cream was on there and it was leaking on there. I'm sorry for that wetness, but 6 grams of carbs. Bird's Eye's brand name. I've used these all the time. They have different flavors, but I like the original. Yeah, I was going to see, when does this expire? It expires on November 2nd of 2022, so it's got a little bit of time. But yes, I'm telling you, this is pretty good. I have gotten some cube steak from Aldi, and sometimes I will make the stroganoff hamburger helper, and I'll take the gravy off of that and pour it on this cauliflower mashed potatoes, put some salt and pepper on it, and it, you know, it's not the mashed potatoes, but it's pretty doggone close. And then I have even made these with just cheddar cheese melted on them with some butter and some salt and pepper, and it's just wonderful. If you're trying to do substituting for, you know, all the carbs with the potatoes, give them a try. I mean, it is acquired taste. It took me a minute to get to liking them, but yeah, I love them. And it does come in a little pre-packaged little pan. I'm not gonna lie, I usually wind up eating almost the whole thing, and sometimes I'll have a little bit left over and I might eat it for lunch the next day. It's not that big of a package, being 12 ounces, but you know, if you're you know, wise, you can cut it in half and you can make 2 meals out of this. Very good deal. This was $3.99. These things are not cheap. I had a coupon once before when I bought them, and I bought like all different flavors. But when I went back and I was wanting this, because like I said, I had bought some cube steak and I was wanting to put that with it, $3.99. And I know you can find them in different places and different stores cheaper, but I really wanted it. And so I splurged and paid the $3.99 and got me some cauliflower mashed potatoes. All right, wrapping this up, I got a few more items. You know, I always used to go to Kroger just for their cheese. This right here is the part skim mozzarella. It says no RBST. I don't know what that means, but that's probably a good thing. 1 pound. This right here was $2.99, but it is a 4 cups, 16 ounces, so it's a bigger pack. I used to use Kroger Cheeses all the time. I had forgotten about that they had the better prices on some of their cheeses, and I needed mozzarella because I'm making some homemade pizzas with the almond crust. I used to make those all the time, but I ran out of mozzarella, and I said I'm going to pick up one of these, and I was great to find this for $2.99. And then I also picked up a 1 pound bag as well as the sharp cheddar cheese for $2.99. And it says, again, this no RSBT, which not treated with RSBT, made with milk from cows. Okay, that's what it is. So it has milk from cows. Pretty good deal. They even have a little recipe here for beer cheese dip. And you know, guys, I may try that. Let's see what's in it. It's 12 ounces of beer, which I don't buy, 8 ounces of cream cheese, 8 ounces of cheddar sharp cheese, 2 tablespoons of grain mustard, which I do have. I actually have some grain mustard, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Or actually, it just says black pepper. It probably isn't a whole teaspoon. It tells you the directions. That might be interesting. But for $2.99, I picked up this sharp cheddar because I needed some. I was running out of my cheeses, and the mozzarella. And this one has actually another recipe on them. So guys, you know, check out these packages. Sometimes they give you good ideas to think of them. This one here, it looks like it's a little complicated. But yeah, this beer cheese one, hey, might be a thing I could do and dip some things in it. Who knows? All right, here is another thing of an item that I'm not sure I'm going to like, but I'm going to try it. The people I was talking to that was, you know, losing weight and telling me things, you know, some tips about what they were doing, suggested that I get this Pasta Zero spaghetti. And this was $2.79, I believe it was. I don't have the receipt in front of me, but it's basically not a noodle. It's gluten-free. It's vegan. It's 8 ounces. And this is like a spaghetti. It's kind of like a root vegetable, but it's, if you can see that in there, it's like it's like noodles. It's like angel hair noodles, and you can make a spaghetti with this. And I thought, what in the world? So I looked it up. I, you know, said, okay, I'm going to try it. The carb count is 5 carbs, but it has 3 fibers, so that is not bad. A regular pasta noodle has about 30 carbs, and sometimes not even any fiber. So I said, I will try it once. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna like this, but if it can get me to be able to eat a little bit of spaghetti and think it's spaghetti, hey, I might try it. And I know it sounds crazy, guys. I eat what I want to eat, but the point I'm trying to make is I'm trying to cut corners wherever I can. So when I do eat stuff that's not so great for me, I can substitute sometimes with things that are probably even be healthier, because like I said, this is a root, and I had never heard of this Pasta Zero spaghetti shaped Shirataki noodles, and it's by Nasoya. And this was $2.79 or $2.74, I'm not sure, but it was around not quite $3. So it was a little pricey, but if I make a meal, I'm going to try to get the family to get into it and see what they think about it as well. I also picked up a small thing of the whipped Kroger Original cream cheese. Now this one here is like the spread, it's not the blocks, and this is easier to go on things like when I'm snacking. If I have like some strawberries, I'll sometimes dip them in cream cheese. It has hardly no carbs. 2 carbs. It does have a little bit of sugar in it. This was 99 cents. That's why I picked it up. And it goes until July 11th of 2022. So I picked that up just to dip things in. One of the last 2 items, another thing that the people will recommend for me to take for the low carb diet or low carb life is these La Banderita. Let me pull it open here. La Banderita carb counters. Now these are street taco size. They're very small. This is what amazes me. I don't really believe it, but it says that it is 0 net carbs, which if that's true, this is a godsend because I can make all kinds of things. I can make small little pizzas with pizza sauce and pepperonis. I could wrap these around and make sandwiches or sandwich wraps. I can make little small street tacos, put chicken in them, do fajitas. I was just blown away, and I hope that they're very tasty. It wasn't cheap. It was like $3.99 or $3.49, excuse me. And I'm sorry about the prices because I bought this stuff and I left my receipt out in the car, and I said, I got to get this haul done. So I don't really remember, but I know it was over $3, and it's going to be worth it if they taste good, and they are, like right here, it's telling you the situation with the carbs is saying 5 total carbs, and it has negative, which makes it 0. So, hey, it blew my mind. Carb Counter Street Tacos by La Banderita. And even for the $3, it's fine. I'm going to, take it because it's got quite a bit in it. It doesn't really say how many it has in it. Oh, yeah, it does it right there. It says 16 flour. They're flour ones, not the corn ones. And so, yeah, picked up one of these. Actually, I picked up 2 of them because I'm, going to believe that they're good. And, guys, last but not least, they have the Sara Lee Delightful, 45 calories. This is the healthy multigrain bread. It does have less carbs than regular when it says serving size 2 slices, 16 grams of whole grain. Name brand. I always try this because sometimes I do need to have a little bread in my life. This one here does have some carbs. I'm not going to say it doesn't, but for 45 calories, it's a pretty good deal, and it's actually pretty tasty. I like the multigrain breads, and this right here was $2.49, which the sign said it was $3.29, and when I got up to the register, it came up $2.49. So I don't know what all that was about, but I was glad. And so yeah, this is wonderful, wonderful buys. And if you are trying to be on cheap and catch some bargains, check out your local Kroger. And guys, I do appreciate you hanging in here with me this long on this video. And even though it was a real short one, I did get a lot of great things and a lot of things that are going to help me be a little bit more healthier. So with that said, please, please, please subscribe if you have not. And always thank you in advance, and I know that I said that earlier, for sharing this video and commenting, and always appreciating you doing a like on it. And also check that alert bell on there, because that will alert you when I have my videos. So with that said, guys, you have a wonderful rest of your day, and until the next time, take care.